Well, I'm back in my home office from the RTNDA convention, still wondering why somebody doesn't figure out a way to recycle badges like this so I don't feel so guilty when I throw them away. Before I left the convention, I had a talk with Stacey Woelfel. Now, Stacey is the news director of the University of Missouri's KOMU-TV. Mizzou is the only university in the country that actually owns a commercial television station. It's an NBC affiliate. And that station is used as a working laboratory so that the students who graduate from Mizzou are really job ready. You're going to be hiring some of those students, and Stacey knows that the millennial generation needs to be managed differently than some of us who came before them. And he talked with me about how he does it and what you might learn from it.
Well, we found the millennials in our newsroom like to have very specific rule sets to follow. So they want to know, something that's tough for journalists sometimes, exactly what should I do to make a good story. And so we've helped that along by basically scoring what they do in each story, scoring the good parts and the way that they write it and the way that they construct it and how they gather information. And they get positive points for that. At the same time, they get negative points if they are late with their story, if they have a grammatical error, if they have a fact error. And that we have been able to micromanage basically our millennials into good journalism behaviors.
Why does that matter so much? I mean, it almost seems like it's counterintuitive. It could be intimidating to be having every single thing you do getting feedback.
I think if you think of these as they really are sort of this blue ribbon generation, this trophy generation that had to get an award for what they did. They had constant feedback. The teachers would give them awards. Their parents would give them awards, pats on the back. And so that's what we're doing now. This is a professional award in a sense. You're being rewarded with points, with some sort of feedback that you've done things right, and told when you've done things wrong, and you're losing points. You're losing awards for that.
Okay, another question. If you can do this in a college television environment, what could I do in a professional newsroom environment? Not that you're not professional.
I think there's a way to adapt this. I'm giving points toward a grade. I think there's a way to adapt this that in a professional setting, people can gain points in some sense toward better stories, working on a beat, having time off of the general assignment to do a more in-depth story. And so a merit and demerit system goes way back in professional settings is a way, and give rewards. It doesn't have to be cash prizes by any sense when you think of compensation, but how about a little extra time with the photographer? How about getting the best photographer to shoot my story? How about 2 days to work up the story I really have some passion about, and let them earn that, and they will. They will tally those points and tell you if you're wrong with your totals.
And if I'm working for news director Stacey, what's the fastest way to lose my points?
Fact errors of any type, misspellings, getting the facts wrong. You lose them all.